Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to RBACentralPADeals.com for this month's specials. Forgiven student loans could mean a surprise tax hit for certain states, Pennsylvania among them. Meanwhile, one senior care facility has a solution to staffing shortages: robots. A Welsh festival makes its way to Philadelphia for the first time in nearly 50 years. Plus, Pennsylvania's favorite dog breeds have been revealed. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in a Piet. President Joe Biden recently announced that some student debt for anyone earning less than $125,000 would be forgiven, reports Bloomberg via the Tribune Review. But this forgiveness could make for a surprise tax hit in 13 states, Pennsylvania among them. See, states like Pennsylvania, New York, and Virginia have certain laws that treat forgiven debt as income. This means that residents are subject to state levies on earnings, further meaning that taxpayers in those states with $10,000 in forgiven debt may have to cough up a few hundred extra dollars on state tax returns next April. Fortunately, Pennsylvania is estimated to pay the lowest amount in these potential added dollars. Hawaiians, on the other hand, have the highest with over $1,000 more in potential taxes to pay. However, it is also a possibility that these 13 states may change these rules before next spring. Fingers crossed. A senior living facility in Cumberland County has come up with its own way to deal with being understaffed, reports Fox 43 News. It's been several months that this podcast has been reporting on staffing shortages throughout the state, and in all that time, not once has a potential solution been brought up or executed. That is, until now. Messiah Lifeways in Mechanicsburg has turned to robots in order to tend to groundskeeping and housekeeping work normally completed by humans. There's Roving Rosie, a robotic vacuum that keeps the floors clean, and also Mr. Mow-It-All, who needens the lawn. Robots have actually started working a lot more in previously human gigs, with some estimates believing the machines will replace about 800 million workers across the globe by the end of the decade. Let's just hope this doesn't mean the Matrix will eventually become more fact than fiction. The Welsh have been in Philadelphia for over 300 years, states why. William Penn allotted around 40,000 acres of land to Welsh Quakers back in 1682, making them among the first Europeans to have settled in the area. Now, for the first time in nearly 50 years, the North American Festival of Wales is coming back to the city. The 5-day extravaganza is a celebration of Welsh culture through events such as food vendors, music, movies, and seminars about the Welsh language and the country's history. The first day of the festival is tomorrow, actually, so if you're interested, go ahead and click the link in the related podcast article. It's nearly impossible to have a favorite type of dog, opines PennLive. Yet researchers at marketing agency Top managed to conduct a study that found the most beloved pooch breeds of each state. First, they took a look at the adoption records of about 500,000 dogs nationwide. They then analyzed adoption data and surveyed 1,000 dog owners to come to their final conclusions. It was then revealed that Labrador Retrievers are Pennsylvania's top dog, followed by Mutts in second, then Beagles, then Chihuahuas, and finally German Shepherds. Other fun factoids that the study found is that New Hampshire seems to love dogs the most out of any other state, and that the most popular dog name is Max. That wraps up today's episode. For even more news, check out PennLive.com. And please take the time to rate this podcast and to leave an honest review. Thanks in advance. And as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in a Piet. Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to RBACentralPADeals.com for this month's specials.